Hey guys, Carrots50 with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the Changed Heroes Robotaro from Avataro Sentai DonBrothers. This is Don Momotaro's robotic form as a posable figure and includes one accessory. So, let's get started. So here we have Robotaro. Now if you've seen my review of Don Onitaijin, you'll already kind of know what this guy looks like. But we can take a look at how this translated into a more posable figure than the deluxe version. So starting off we have the head, which very much captures the design of it with the very large sunglasses and the pink forehead symbol, as well as of course the Avataro gear top knot. Though, due to the nature of how these figures are, it is a little bit hollowed out on the back of the head. We have the chest plate, which has some nice painting, with bits of gold and pink. Though it is more of a flat pink, and they didn't kind of get the same kind of details as they had on that deluxe version. Got some nice details to the shoulders and the arms. Do have some nice white paint for the thighs. You have the legs, which come down to much more sturdy looking feet than we had on the deluxe version that combined. Now for the articulation, got a swivel joint here at the head, no movement up and down. Arms have full rotation. You go outwards at this hinge joint. Have an actual rotation, unlike with the deluxe version. Got another swivel here with the bicep. Fortunately, the way the elbow is kind of a bicep curl type, but we also have a wrist joint, just like that. It does have a good waist swivel. Then the thighs are on swivel, so they can go fully forward and back. Hinge lets them pivot outwards. I've got a pretty deep knee joint, a thigh swivel there, and then some ball-jointed ankles. Also comes with a sunglass sword, the same one, same mold and colors, everything as the one that comes with Don Momotaro Alter, which can be held in one of the hands just by clipping it in. And it can be posed accordingly. As you can see, with the joints, it does allow for pretty easy posability. In addition, it has that same holster joint that can be found on Don Momotaro Alter, so you can use it to sheath the sword. And if you want, you can even put an Avataro gear on the back. So if you want, you can do something like putting on the Robotaro gear right here, like that, to add a bit of Changed Heroes exclusive action to it. Next, we can get into some size comparisons. So you can see that it is, of course, taller than Don Momotaro, a little bit taller than Don Momotaro Alter, and about half as tall as the deluxe Don Robotaro. Additionally, we can then take a look at the details to kind of see how they compare. And see that due to not having the visor gimmick, the sunglasses are a bit closer, or a bit more flush with the head. Did a very good job at kind of capturing the details, especially of the chest plate. A lot of the same molding details as the deluxe version, though with less paint. Though due to the limited amount of plastic colors, there are some discrepancies in how, this is all the same silver color, as compared to the deluxe version, which has the differing colors. Though one cool thing is that due to not having to transform, this does fill in the kind of gaps created by the deluxe version that are used for transformation. Though at the same time it is missing the helmet from the back, which isn't necessary since there's nothing to combine. But it is quite a good translation of the deluxe version into a smaller figure form. Finally, being part of the Change Heroes series, it is also compatible with other Change Heroes figures and sets. So, just an example, I'm going to show you guys how you can kind of combine it to be similar to Don Tokyo Momotaro. So, of course we have the same kind of process for the Tokyo altar. And you can see that I've borrowed the legs from Don Momotaro Altar because it does not have these little pegs or kind of holes in the back of the thighs to allow for that same kind of combination. So, we can remove the arms and remove the legs. Switch on the new legs and then push them forward and spin around the waist. Connect the two train parts down here like that. We can actually also completely remove the chest piece and set it aside. And that allows us to take the Tokuger chest piece and place it on. And so here we have a sort of Don Tokyo Robotaro. And of course you can kind of do a similar thing with pretty much all of the other altar sets, which does give this, you know, a good bit of playability if you have other sets in the line. And there we go. So, while it might seem a bit strange to make a Change Heroes figure for Don Robotaro when we already have the deluxe version that could have had better articulation had they chosen to give it to it, it does make sense in a certain way. The biggest thing to know is that when it comes to the Robotaros, they do start off at a kind of normal human scale and then later can grow giant to combine into Don Taijin. So this is good for having that kind of scale and posability, although it is bigger compared to how it is in the show, as it is supposed to be about the same height as normal Don Momotaro when transformed. But doing this does give you a way to give it a lot more posability than you really could have gone out of the deluxe version anyways, considering the fact that they didn't really want to go too overboard with the articulation, and there are a lot of joints that it doesn't have. Not to mention that with it being part of the Change Heroes series, you do get the bonus of having that compatibility with other figures, so you can make your own kind of fantasy combinations that you wouldn't possibly be able to get out of the deluxe versions. So if you like Don Momotaro's Robotaro form, and you want this kind of puzzle figure, then I'd say go for it, although this is the only Robotaro in the Change Heroes series. If you want others at this scale, you'll have to go for the mini-plot versions. But, that being said, I can still recommend this figure. Next time, we'll be looking at the deluxe Ryuko no Geki. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.